Hi there! So, hello everyone. Welcome to today's CoinW live session. So, I'm Haisin, your host for today. So, thank you very much for CoinW for inviting me to be the host for today's crypto market insight session. So, the market is heating up, and the big question on everyone's mind is probably, is now the time to go all in on the market rebound? Plus, we'll go dive deep into Pi's token performance and what it means for investors. So, joining in today are our expert guest traders who will share their insights, analysis, and predictions on these key topics. So, no matter if you're a seasoned trader or just exploring the crypto space, this discussion, I guarantee you, it will be informative and engaging. So we are live on CoinW live channel and CoinW YouTube channel. So just to be sure to drop your questions and opinions in the comments. Our guests will pick some to answer during the session. So let's get started. So with that, let's have our guests to introduce themselves. So let me call out. Hi, J Crypto Beast. Are you there? Could you give yourself? Could you introduce yourself and the things that you're doing right now?
The things that I'm doing right now, I'm just listening to you.
Oh,
Because
don't laugh.
okay. So, hey guys, I'm Jay. I've been trading for over 13 years, and this is I think, my first. I've been on CoinW I think for a year right now. So thanks for having me, guys. And right now, market not don't look so good, but it is looks so good. So we're gonna check that later. So how about
Okay,
Tammy
okay.
and the others?
Got it. Thank you very much, Jay, for coming in. So next, can we have Tammy to introduce herself?
Hi everyone, I'm Tammy DeCosta. So I've been trading for quite a while. I'm pretty new to the crypto space, at least on a full-time basis. However, I have been following it since 2013. I think there's a lot happening in markets, both technically and fundamentally, and I'm keen to discuss that today and share opinions. And thanks for inviting me.
Thank you very much for accepting our invite, Tammy. So next, can we have Matt to introduce himself and probably
Hey,
what you're doing right now?
hey, Matt here. Market analyst and copy trader for CoinW. Been trading cryptos now for about 4 years. Yeah, that's about it. Excited to be here
That's
as
about
always.
it. Thank you very much, Matt. Actually, we are supposed to have Boris and Dylan, but Dylan actually had some issue going on from his end, so he will not be joining. And we will definitely wait for Boris. But in the meantime, we should get started, right? So thank you very much for Jay, Tammy, and Matt. We are very, very thrilled to have you here with us today. So let's talk about market review and gainer and loser coins. So in this part, I would like to have our guests to share your market insights on BTC, ETH, and other crypto tokens you want to talk about. Please feel free to share your screen to show us your chart if you don't mind. I'm not sure if it's something sensitive or like private. So yeah, ladies first. Can we have Tammy to go first?
Okay.
Yay!
Let me see. Let me just get my charts. Well, I think, like Jay said, it's been a rocky week, and I think
Mhm.
actually it's been a rocky few weeks. And even though there's been a few, like there's been fear in the markets, I think to me, this has been more correction than actually like a sell-off. So we see Bitcoin is back above 97,000. I am going to share my screen now. I'm just changing it. There we go. So it makes sense to everyone. Let's go here. Okay, let's go here first, actually. There we go. All right, so we've got some exciting things happening. And obviously, I think, you know, with the fundamentals and everything, it also comes into play. We have to look at the greater political backdrop. And just in terms of fundamentals as a whole, we had the presidential elections, and there was a very big hype towards that. And now that sentiment is kind of retracing. And so we've had a bit of a pullback in the whole of the fundamental backdrop and in cryptos as a whole. However, if we look at things like Bitcoin and we look at altcoins as well, even though we've had that pullback, we have seen those technical levels that have really, really actually played a role. So this is the weekly. And what I've done here is I've taken off the wicks. So that's the high and the low. So this just shows the open and the close. So from the 27th of Jan, that week, we've seen that there is a gap that was basically, there was a gap lower, and Bitcoin still hasn't managed to fill that gap towards the upside. But once again, if we add the open and the close to this, we see a slightly different picture. I'll do that now. If I can. Okay, there we go. Low. Okay, so pretty much if we see how, oh, I didn't save it properly. Apologies. Let me do that again and let's talk through it. So if we see what was happening basically with regards to the highs and the lows and just for crypto as a whole, we can see that, okay, Bitcoin has taken a bit of strain, but if we now look at the closing prices on the daily, and then it's actually my layout that's wrong, so I apologize. We can see here that now prices did try to get below, and this was actually 90,000 on the daily, and then they actually shot higher, or this 92,000, and this was the 9th of Jan. So we can see that there has definitely been resistance, and so bulls haven't given up yet. And I think this is indicative of the fact that market sentiment isn't really, it hasn't, there's still optimism. Maybe it's not as optimistic as it was previously, but there is still optimism, and there is still the fact that markets can actually go higher. So let me go back to Bitcoin here. And if we go to the daily, there we go. What I have been using recently is actually Bollinger Bands. And I found Bollinger Bands, you've got the upper band and the lower band. And as soon as prices reach the upper band, this is almost like a sign of overbought territory. And then we've got oversold territory by the lower band. So, and this middle indicator that I've used here, this is, okay, let's take this because it looks a bit messy. So this is the 20 period moving average, in this case, 20 day. So we can see there's a zone of consolidation that has really, really held on, and prices are 97,660. So I'm not completely bearish as yet. I still think this is a tight zone of consolidation, and it just depends on your trading preferences as in like where you actually want to put your money. With regards to altcoins, we had a really good start of the week, and then we saw a bit of a pullback, But now, once again, we're seeing that with regards to Ethereum and Bitcoin, prices are up slightly by 0.04%, but we have definitely seen a pullback there. And now we are seeing sentiment a bit higher. So I'm not, as I said, I think this is more just markets adjusting to the current environment. And I do think there's definitely potential for us to rebound. It's more just at the stage of we've had a lot of political uncertainty, we've had a lot of other factors, and I think now they're just coming into play and markets are kind of settling and trying to see what's next.
Got it. Do you mind if I were to ask what's your opinion on bear market? What do you think? What's bear market to you?
So, well, okay, so it depends. So if you're looking at technical analysis and if you're looking at the theory, a bear market would basically be if, okay, so you get, I work on that, the 3% or like retracement. So basically, or I use Fibonacci, and Fibonacci, you go from 0 to 100. But if markets are now dipping or basically giving away 30% of their profit, then that's an indication of, you know, a potential bear market. When it then goes past 60%, then to me, that is bearish confirmation. So I would really be prone generally to, let me just give you a better example of that. All right, so if I'm looking at weekly, because now obviously it depends what time frame you're looking at as well. So if I'm looking at the weekly time frame, okay, and I take 21 November, I could even take shorter, but I mean 21 November was the recent low, and this is when it was testing the lower bound. So if I did my Fibonacci from here, and Fibonacci is just taking historical levels of prominence. So this is when the uptrend gained traction again. And then if we take it from, well, basically to the January high, we see here that the Fibonacci levels give us a nice indication of what those upper and lower bounds are. So these are the pink ones, a different one. So I'm going to now delete that just because of, you know, just so it doesn't confuse people. And I can even delete this. So just working with Fibonacci, we can see that the 100% retracement. So if prices went 100%, then that's definitely a bear market. But I mean, the fundamentals have changed. Everything has changed since then. So I'm not really expecting prices to go back to 15,000 or 14,925, at least not in the interim. However, if prices did go below 73,000, then yes, to me, that would actually be a first indication of a bear trend. But this is once again on a weekly chart. If we have to take a shorter time frame, so we didn't do the Fibonacci on this level, we just saw from the Fibonacci of the recent elections, from when Donald Trump won the elections and when we saw this increase, then what we would see is a 61.8% retracement, and prices did kind of try test that level, and that was on the 3rd of Feb, but we saw a rebound up. So now we kind of between the 50 and 38.2 retracement. So it's not completely bearish yet. However, if we dip below on this time frame, below 91, so pretty much let's say 92,000, then that is at least 1/3, well, that's basically 2/3 of this prominent move. So I would call that, then we really dipping into bearish territory. So at the moment, we're not there yet, and I don't think that the trend is completely bearish yet.
Got
Does
it.
that answer the question?
Thank you very much, Tammy, for entertaining my question. Do you have anything that you want to add?
Not for now. I think the guys will add a bit more insights, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, thank you very much, Tammy, once again. So next, can we have Jay? Jay, would you like to go next?
Yeah, sure. Um,
Oh, before we were to do that, so Boris is here. Hi, Boris. Would you like to introduce yourself and what you're doing at the moment?
he's in Bali.
Yeah, I'm just I'm loading up my charts. Been a very long trading day, very stressful. So just trying to analyze my trades. But yeah, Jay, you can go first, then I'll load up my charts.
No, did you get any girlfriend right now, Boris, in Bali?
Yeah, like
Do you got any
Boris and
girlfriend right
Tammy
now?
have the same house.
Yeah, we have the same.
I was gonna say I was here first.
Oh.
Actually, yeah, Boris, I'll cue you later, but let's have Jay for now. Thank you very much for popping in, though.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So
Yeah.
you guys can see my screen, right? So right now, left side we got Sol BTC, middle ETH BTC, right side we got ETH. So as you guys hear, we kind of like see shifting around the Sol into the ETH because Sol is, as you guys know, on the 2nd or 3rd of March, FTX is gonna like sell like 2 billion of worth of Sol. So look from the chart, people like shifting like the Sol holder like moving the money into the ETH. That's why like it's so strong right now. I mean, like even ETH is not pumping like crazy yet, but we can see like the shifting from the regression candle. So the blue means going down, so the green is mean going up, and you guys can see we got the ETH BTC green, Sol BTC keep blue. So and this is the invalidation for the Sol BTC, and as long as it's still holding the this one ETH BTC .026 something, I think it's still fine. Same like ETH. So on ETH it's around 2023. So as long as it's still holding this, I'm still bullish, guys. But I don't know. I'm kind of like want to short, guys. I know I'm bullish,
That-
but I know I'm bullish,
deep
but
sigh.
Matt, what did you call me like 3 months ago? Jay, the what? Matt, are you here? Where's
Yeah,
Matt?
I'm here.
Do
Jay
you
the Bear,
remember-
of course.
Yeah, I think
You're
I
back,
don't know.
you're back.
So I think I'm gonna be that if there is if on the daily, look at here for Bitcoin. So this is elite wave. If by next week we don't take this B, I'm gonna BJ the fucking bear. To be honest, I'm just gonna short this thing because why next week? Because next week we got a new moon, and I think last week I also like calling about the new moon. So where's my shit? Where's okay? So this is the full. Sorry about the full moon. I don't like the full moon, guys. I just don't like the full moon. Like the full moon just flat. It's supposed to be bound right here, but rejected, got manipulated, weakness, and then like keep grinding around here. But if we got another like lower high in here, if by the new moon, so that's going to be on next week on 28th February. So I think when is that? Next Friday. So next Friday, if we don't have a higher high, that's simple, guys. I'm just gonna fucking short again. I'm just gonna like, oh fuck this market. Because why I want to short? The question is simple, guys. Because why not on the daily? It's looking for the C correction of the ABC correction. And this is the B, this is the A, and this is the fifth wave. So if the B not invalidate by next week, god damn it, guys, I'm just gonna like go over here. Because why? Weekly, on the weekly side. So this is so beauty, guys. Why I'm still bullish this year. I'm still bullish. I'm still really bullish. Why? Because first we got the main waves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and the 5 is not over yet. And then we got the sub wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the 5 is almost end, to be honest. Sorry, this is the weekly. And the daily, yeah, on the daily we got to see correction, guys. That's why, like, I think on the weekly, if we go there, maybe we might retest around here. So that's why by next week I need this to get invalidate. If not, I'm just gonna be like Jay the Bear again. I'm just gonna like short this shit, and until then, I'm longing right now. I got near long for today, looking bull, but so this is like the support right now. I'm just targeting the resistance around the 4.2, and I also got Tia looking strong today. And what else do I got? I got Pipe. So Pipe, if you guys watch my live stream right now, last night. So Pipe is on grayscale. That's why I'm so bullish with Pipe. But doesn't mean Pipe will go to the moon right away. But for the short term, I'm just gonna go for the Pipe. But for long term, I'm bullish for Pipe. And that's why I'm longing Pipe until this resistance. So it's going to be 28 cents around this. And for the bearish case, I'm shorting H bar today. Shit, I still got long for H bar. I still got long. Where's my long H bar? I mean, like from down here, I still got my H bar long from down here. But right now, I don't feel bullish on H bar and XRP. I think I want to short XRP, XLM, H bar, all the ISO 2000 coins, because I don't know, guys, they are overextended. I think they are overextended, to be honest. But so that's why, like, I'm kind of hedging right now. So when I see the coin is bearish, I'm just gonna short it right away. When I see like some coins like fighting against the BTC pairing and strong and looking good, wanna break, I'm just gonna fucking long it. So that's simple, guys. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Jay. I would like to ask, what do you mean by new moon?
Oh, about the
Yay.
new moon. So this is called moon phase strategy. So every month there is one full moon and one new moon. So there is 80% probability it's going to be reversed. So look from the history, when it's new moon, reverse, full moon, reverse. So I know this is based on astrology. So look bullshit, but it is what it is. It is what this is astro chart. So astro is based on human behavior. So sometimes human like feeling lazy, don't want to trade. So that's why like the market is flat. And sometimes human is too greedy. When it's too greedy, so the market is tend to dump and then like make the fear and greed is calm down or something like that. So that's why like based on my strategy of the moon phase, full moon and new moon, and it tend to reverse every time, but it's only 80% probability all the time. But if we got a fundamental, like some news, like last time we got like ETF, it won't reverse. It won't reverse. And I know I won't reverse, and I just like long it right away. I still remember like when there is a BTC ETF and it was a full moon and it's supposed to dump. And nah, I'm not. I don't believe this is gonna reverse because the fundamental is too strong. So if you believe if the fundamental is too strong, this thing won't work. But if there is nothing right now, because in crypto there is nothing, because all of this right now is driven by SPY. Because look at guys, SPY all time high. God damn it, I'm longing SPY from here. That's why like if SPY is calm down, something like that, I think I don't know what happened with Bitcoin. So maybe Bitcoin is going to for the sea. So that's for the full moon and new moon. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you very much, Jay. Because I'm I'm not experienced, so I really appreciate you entertaining my question. Thank you very much. So with that, since Jay cued Matt like just now, so Matt, would you like to go next?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Thank you.
Okay, so there we go. Bitcoin, plain and simple. It's been very simple for the past 2 weeks. We've obviously been in this sideways chop for almost 3 weeks now, and definitely expected that we were going to get a sideways chop after a massive liquidation event. I think like $2 billion in the crypto market or something ridiculous. Obviously, ETH got hit the hardest, and Solana also selling off in the more recent sessions, which I am long now. But keeping it very, very simple for Bitcoin, it has to get above this 99,700, 100K region over there. That's obviously the 50% level from the all-time highs to the range lows of this range that we've been in for, I think, almost 3 months now. So that is the 50% level. It's obviously the markets, the way I analyze it is it'll be strong in the upper half of that and weak in the lower half. So it is in a weak place at the moment, but it is holding up relatively well. Sentiment is so much worse than it was over here, yet price is higher. So that is a bullish, somewhat of a bullish divergence, in my opinion, obviously creating even with regards to this wick over here, we saw lower prices over here, but sentiment was worse over here on Tuesday with the FTX payment releases and all of that. And Bitcoin is holding up really well. What I really need to see is for Bitcoin to get above the 50-day EMA. The 50-day EMA is very important. It often holds as support, and now it's been holding as resistance. You can see every time we've gone into it, we have actually rejected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, many candles. So what Bitcoin, needs to do right now is for it to push up, preferably this week. A lot of resistance in the zone here, just above 100K. And then it needs to flip this 9900K zone into support. That'll be obviously followed by the EMA ticking up like that. If we bounce from that to support, then I think it is for away, but it has to do it soon. It has to do it soon. The reason why I'm bullish on the crypto market, and I'm basically max long at the moment, not max long, but I am in a lot of long positions, is because of the stock market. So the stock market is at all-time highs. It's obviously nothing bearish about all-time highs. The NASDAQ is also at all-time highs. So, generally it spills over into the crypto market, and like these kind of divergences, you do normally see a retracement. Maybe the stock market comes down or the crypto market goes up. But I think longing crypto is a very good risk reward at the moment. And I tell you that is because if you look at the USDT dominance over here, it's very close to the line in the sand. There's this 200-day EMA and 50% level of that big wick down to the recent highs of crypto, lows of USDT. And that comes in at that 4.66%. And the 200-day EMA is coming in at 4.62%. So we are extremely close to a point of invalidation. If we start closing daily candles above the 50% level at 4.66 and above the 200-day EMA at 4.62%, then it is going to be looking very ugly for crypto and very likely to go up into this upper bound, the 50% level, and that's coming in at 5.24%, and that would be catastrophic for the market. So there's a very, very, very close point of invalidation. That's why I think there's a really good risk reward of taking longs at the moment. If you had to put a short position here, it's obviously USDT dominance, inverse to the crypto market or Bitcoin, this would be your trade. Okay, that's the trade at the moment, risk reward of almost 4-1. So I think it's a really good time to get into the markets. There's also, this looks like a deviation pattern. I mean, it is actually consolidating above these levels, this is technically bullish, of course, but there is a chance, just looking at where we are in the crypto market, that this could be a deviation. And if we start to close candles around the 50-day EMA or below, this could easily go down to the range low. And it happens very fast in the crypto market, as we know. But yeah, Bitcoin have outlined those levels. We need to get above this 97.8. We haven't closed the daily candle above the 50-day EMA in ages. So I think if we do, I think, I think if we get above 100K, bulls are going to just fly in. And that's what happens with crypto. And you can get these enormous moves, something like this, even when we push to the cycle highs over here, you do get big moves very quickly. And it's definitely worth getting involved in some longs, especially when sentiment is low, and sentiment is extremely low at the moment. My target for Bitcoin is between 120 and 130K. That is where I would be looking for a potential, a local top, cycle top. Not too sure. ETH struggling, so just, chopping in the sideways range. We haven't tested the 50% of the wick, which we did on Bitcoin. But ultimately, I am in a long at the moment with my stops, just below this 2,500. And I'm targeting 3,100. I think this is a very likely target to get hit, just because, it was massive resistance, and we obviously broke down to that huge liquidation event, and you do often, get a move back into that zone which you broke through. So I do see a move into 3,100. Will we flip that into support or not? Get above, flip it into support? I don't know, but it should be treated as resistance, as well as this region above here. But I am long looking for a potential breakout. Solana, a lot of FUD yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, the day before, with the FTX repayments. Obviously, FTX had a lot to do with Solana, and the reason why Solana went to like $8 or something ridiculous. So a lot of fear in the markets, of course. A lot of people hating the meme coins since they all went to zero, which is always what happens with the meme coins, guys. Meme coins always go to zero at the end of the day. But this is the trade on Solana. We are in this trade, from this 168 region over here, targeting higher prices because of the FUD. And we are just testing this declining previous resistance into support. We touched it a few times now. So I'm expecting a move back into that 2024 highs over there. XRP also looking okay, has reclaimed the 50% level of that massive dump, coming in at 2.57 and the 50-day EMA. So this is looking stronger than a few other coins, but there's always a case for a short, as Jay spoke about. Bitcoin dominance, we did get that move down into this fair value gap. We haven't fully filled it, but this might just be the move. This is technically bullish market structure, but again, I am looking for a deviation back into the range, and I would like to see a move down to this trend line. I think this is very likely, and I think we'll see altcoins running. And I think only once we've broken through and tested this as resistance can we see a move down to that 52% target on Bitcoin dominance. And I do see a 52% Bitcoin dominance before the cycle ends. So this is where I would be taking some profits of my spot positions only around this position here. We haven't seen a cycle end without Bitcoin dominance being closer to the bottom than the top. Just to recap, total crypto market, in my opinion, is still bullish if it's above $3 trillion. So we're currently at 3.16 trillion. If we are closing candles above $3 trillion, which we have, it's still bullish. If we start to close candles below, it's going to be cautiously bullish. And if we start closing candles below 2.72 trillion, that is the previous high of the cycle. If we start closing candles over there, this will be looking like one massive deviation for the crypto market. Let me get my pen out. This will be looking like one big deviation and to the bottom of the range. That normally happens when you deviate. But otherwise, I do have a target of around that $5 trillion mark, and it seems impossible now, but that's normally the best time to get long. But that's basically my market analysis for the moment. A lot of coins are doing well, like Sui, Tau, of course, bouncing off key zones. That's what I've got for today.
Nice. Thank you very much, Matt. Really appreciate that. I don't have any questions for you because I feel like you explained it quite well. So with that, let's head to Boris, shall we?
Boris.
Boris.
Yeah, pretty much agree with everything that Tammy, Matt, and Jay said. Yeah, with Bitcoin, really nothing has changed since last week. As Matt alluded to, yeah, we're kind of still trading below the 50 EMA, which is, kind of, actually, hold on, let me change the setting. Yeah, we're still like below the 50 EMA, which is like a big macro trend indicator. But we are kind of like hugging it at the same time. So it is kind of at the same time bullish that we're near like the 100K psychological zone. So yeah, my stance on Bitcoin is still bullish. And then if you look at the weekly, we actually bounced off the 21 EMA last week, which I think is a good EMA to use on, like more on the weekly time frame. So yeah, as long as it stays above really 90,000, that's a key support level from what they're using, like EMAs or just like very basic support levels. I think it's good to remain bullish on Bitcoin. Just like consolidating. It loves to do this, just go sideways. Like you can see here, like even in March, almost a year ago, it had a huge consolidation range, and now we're just going through the same thing. So I think the trend is up, and it's interesting that also Matt said that the stock markets are in an uptrend. So yeah, I really think the direction in Bitcoin is up as well. Really, my thoughts haven't really changed on Bitcoin. In terms of Ethereum, I don't know. I think it's still weaker than Bitcoin, but actually it's kind of weak compared to Bitcoin. Especially on the weekly, it's like below the 55 moving average. It's nowhere near its all-time highs at 4,000, which we saw back in December. So I think in general, Ethereum will probably follow whatever Bitcoin does. But yeah, I'm like a Bitcoin maxi, as you guys may or may not know. So I recommend just buying the dip in Bitcoin if there is going to be one. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Bitcoin itself.
Thank you very much, Matt. In your opinion, what's considered as a dip in Bitcoin?
Dip in Bitcoin?
Yeah, because I need to prep my money to buy, right?
I say when it dips like 10%, it's always a good time. When it dips like double digits, I can just buy it and DCA. Not financial advice.
Not financial advice. What about others? What do you think is a dip for BTC?
For like the altcoins or the meme coin, I'd say, whenever you see them go down like 20 or 30% a day, that's probably a good buying opportunity. Yeah.
But don't you think it depends? But don't you think it depends on time frame as well? Because if I'm looking at the hourly charts, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends of course on which time frame you're looking at. I'm mostly like a swing trader, so I use the daily time frame. But yeah, I recommend everyone to just use the daily. I think it's the best time frame, most reliable time frame. But everyone has their different styles, so.
Oh. Okay.
Why?
Yeah.
What was the question?
Why do you think that?
If you zoom out,
yeah.
I don't really look at like 15-minute on altcoins, except for like Bitcoin. Like the 15-minute is, you can like make good trades, but on altcoins, just the liquidity is like pretty bad, and I try to avoid like going 100x on, like, let's say, I don't know, all these shit coins. Sorry.
Well.
Yeah, I only go 100x on Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Pepe.
So leverage on the altcoin.
How about Pepe? How about Pepe?
Yeah, just 200x. Pepe, 200x. I think we need to increase the leverage on Pepe.
Yeah, I think like Boris said, the thing is, if you're looking at Bitcoin, there's liquidity. So, I mean, if you're looking at a 10% retracement there, yes, it's a lot. But if you're looking at something like altcoins, a 10%, move in a day isn't actually that. I can't say it's like common, but we've seen it in the past few weeks where, like Bitcoin, a 5% move is huge. But then we can see like Ethereum or something, you can see 18% or more. So that's why, like, personally, I think yes, time frame is important, and like Boris said, it does come down to liquidity, especially when you're looking at changes in trend and potential entries and exit points. Because I could see, if you can see, and Ethereum's got quite a lot of liquidity, but then if you look at other coins, especially, for example, take Trump. And when Trump got listed, we saw, over like 1,000% increase. And then you can see like 100% like retracements. But that's because, firstly, liquidity isn't as prominent. We don't have a lot of institutional investments. So I think that all plays a role. But you need to take those things into consideration, especially when you're looking at, changes in trends and so forth. So, like Boris said, if you're looking at daily timeframes, I do think that is a very good indication. Even if you're a scalper, to look at, okay, what's the general trend? Have there been major moves, and how do we take advantage of these? That's my personal opinion.
Got it. Thank you very much, Tammy. Others, do you guys have want to share your personal opinions on this matter?
I think a 10 to 20% discount on Bitcoin is a good buying opportunity. I mean, if you look back the cycle, I think there's been about a 20 to 30, and it's normally quite difficult to buy that exact low. Like the first pump up the cycle in like March or Feb 2023, 22% dip, 20% dip, 20% dip. So I think a 20% dip, like we weren't dipping more than 20% from all-time highs until we had that consolidation in March last year, where we went to basically 25%, and that there was an extreme wick to about 30 odd. And from the highs now, we haven't even had 20%. So I think 10-20% dip from all-time highs is generally a good buying opportunity for Bitcoin. Obviously, altcoins, I'd say like 50 to 70%.
Nice. Thank you very much, Matt. Jay, would you like to share your opinions?
Yeah, I'm quite agree with Matt with the 10 into 20% because it's always like that. I mean, but right now, since Bitcoin is ETF, 5 until 8 is already good buy since we are on a bull market, guys. I'm still bullish, to be honest. I'm still bullish, but 5, 8. If you guys Bitcoin maxi like Boris, just keep buying, guys. 5-8% drops. I mean, like, it's not often Bitcoin does 5% drops, 8% up. So we never know, guys. But 10%, 20% is already like super discount. I mean, like, oh, just buy it already. So yeah, that's my answer.
Thank you very much. So what I got from Jay was just keep buying from Jay, crypto trader. Thank you very much.
No, it's
Yeah.
not like that. It's not like that. Do you know I'm so headache right now because I was thinking for next week call PCE, because like if shit happen next week, I'm going to sell all my longs on futures, but not on my spot. I'm just gonna close all my longs and back to bear for a month, because April, I'm so bullish on April, but next month on March, oh my god, I don't know, guys. So many high impact news that we cannot predict, including me, everyone, because like, oh, no one knows. But next week for PCE, oh, that's gonna be hard, guys. That's gonna be hard. I think if shit happen, it will dump so hard. So I think Tammy knows well about the U.S. economic. How about the core PCE on next week, Tammy? Do you have any thought on core PCE for next week?
Oh, I've got lots of thoughts. So I think, like Jay also said, it depends on what
Look at
kind
me, I
of.
was heading like, oh.
I think it depends on what kind of trading you're doing, and when you're looking at core PCE, for example, we've now got a bit of a discrepancy or a bit of a debate between what Donald Trump wants and what the Federal Reserve wants. Core PCE is the Fed's preferred measure of inflation. We've seen recent inflation data coming higher than expected. And basically, in simple terms, what it means is if core PCE beats expectations, the Federal Reserve has more of a chance to keep interest rates higher, which generally isn't good for crypto or for risk assets. However, we do see, Bitcoin, especially if we're looking at any of the altcoins and that, I would say it's detrimental for altcoins, especially in the short term. For Bitcoin, we have seen prices be fairly resilient, but in short-term perspective, then yes, it can cause chaos, and we could see, a lot of volatility. So we do need to be vigilant about all of that. So I do think, like Jay says, March is a big month, and especially with even Trump policies and that, I think that's why there has been a lot of volatility, because markets in general are trying to adjust. Yes, stocks have been quite, they've been maintaining their optimism, but we have to take everything in like a holistic view, basically. So in terms of short term, and if you're holding short term, like spots and that, yes, it is very risky. So I agree with Jay in that perspective. So those are things that I'll be looking out for as well. And I mean, we need to realize that February is a short month. So not only do we have core PCE, but then the next week we have the non-farm payroll, so job reports and everything like that. So yes, volatility also impacts liquidity. So I am really looking out for the economics, and adding the two together can be quite confusing. But in terms of spot trading and short-term trading, especially when you're trading on leverage, all I can say is be careful.
Thank you, Tammy. Do you know like why I'm so headache right now? I got all my position is long right now, and next week on core PCE there is an option expired. I was like, and it's also the end of the month. The next day is going to be like 1 of March. That's why like I'm so headache. Core PCE option expired the end of month. Oh my
And
God.
we saw what happened when options expired last month on the 31st of Jan. We saw a huge sell-off. So yes, those things do actually play a part.
That's why the headache start from now, because I already knew it. Like, what the fuck? And it's also like new moon. Remember new moon moon phase.
Jay, we chill. You headache, you go take medicine. Sleep it off. Okay, sorry. So thank you very much.
I take alcohol. No medicine.
Too adult. This is too adult. Thank you very much.
Drink paichu.
Too adult, bro.
Like it's better. It's getting better. Yes.
Can alcohol will wash away your pain. So thank you very much, Tammy and Jay. So I have to plug in. So by the way, big news for CoinW users. We have got something special for you during today's live AMA session. So Pi token has officially launched on both futures and spot trading, and we're celebrating with 4 exciting rewards and a 43,000 USD prize pool. So here's how you can participate and claim your share. So first is Pi token new user welcome package. You can earn up to 10 USD futures super bonus with their first trade. So new users, please do go check it out. Second is trading ranking rewards. So the top 100 spot traders by trading volume share of up to 8,000 USD in Pi token rewards, and top 100 futures trader by trading volume share of 10K USD in Pi rewards. So if you are like a seasoned trader, like Jay, Tammy, Matt, Boris, please go check it out. So next is recovery package benefits. So the top 10 buy orders can claim up to 5,000 USD in recovery rewards. That's a lot of money, bro. Please do go claim. So last but not least, it's referral rewards. Invite a friend, and if they trade any Pi token on spot or futures, you both earn up to 3 USD in Pi token. So this event duration is from today up to 7th of March. So please don't miss it out. Trade, earn, and win big. Get started now. So you can click on the event details on the link. And yeah, with that, please do go try it out. And we will move on to the next segment, which is market trend discussion. So we would like to dive into the next part, and we would like to discuss this week's market trends and important data. We will only discuss one question. So since I touched on Pi, and Pi has this huge rewards pool of campaign, so let's talk about Pi. So the Pi Network project is a highly controversial one in the crypto market. So however, today the project is promoting its mainnet launch, and Pi token has already been listed on several exchanges, with CoinW also launching Pi futures. I know Jay touched on Pi token, but what about the others? So are you familiar with Pi, and how do you view its trading performances? Would like to point out, I'm not sure if you can hear that. My cat is at the background screaming like I don't feed him, but I do. So please excuse that. Please excuse my very cute cat. So who would like to go first? I feel like
Now you go first.
I can go.
Don't just smile.
Boris is on screen, so
Yeah, Boris on screen.
bro, don't do that later. He'll know not to be on the screen next time. Don't. Then I'll have to be the teacher calling out, hey, what about you? Would you like to go first? Don't.
I got cat too, by the way. I got cat too. But Boris love cat, so go. So Boris go.
Wow.
How about Pi?
I'm trying to share my screen. I just want to bring up the pie chart.
Nice. Also, Boris, you're muted, if I'm not mistaken. Your lips were moving, but I can't hear you. Would just like to point it out.
Can you guys hear me now? Hey, Matt, go ahead.
I can hear you, bro. Yeah, not sure if this is the right chart, but I did a bit of research today. I mean, this doesn't look great. Is this the right chart? Pi? The logo looks fine. It is trading at about 90 odd cents in other exchanges. But if this is the chart, I mean, it's down 98% today. Yeah, so I trade technicals, and I do like to look at, why. And it has lost a key support here, today. So I personally wouldn't be very bullish on this.
Maybe this is a buying opportunity. It's down 99.
Yeah, it's down. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Let's buy it.
Do you want my honest opinion about this chart?
I heard buying opportunity. Then I thought it legit is a real buying opportunity. And none of your reactions show that it's a buying opportunity. So please tell me if it's a buying opportunity or not.
So if we inverted the chart.
Okay, man, go ahead. Sorry.
If we inverted the chart, it would be a buying opportunity. It looks like a nice breakout. So this chart's upside down. So this is showing a breakout over here. But of course, the chart is upside down, so I have inverted the scale. But yeah, I wouldn't be. I mean, I think if I'm correct, this has been going on for years, where it's like a referral based thing, and you just get Pi tokens if you get your friends involved, and it looks like a lot of people, or I don't know exactly how it works, but I think this just looks like a lot of tokens on the market with no demand. So I mean, yeah, this is very, very, very unlikely to recover, in my opinion.
I'm gonna whisper, say something good. Okay. Yeah, I whispered.
Yeah, I'll be longing this at a very high leverage.
I want to say some bad stuff. Like,
Someone else can go.
I'm trying to control my mouth. To be
Hey, you
honest.
control, bro. You just drink your alcohol, bro.
No, I'm trying to control my mouth. I'm not trying to because like we never know. Don't judge the coin by the covers. We don't know, but it looked like shit coin. To be honest, it looked like shit coin. I mean, like, it used to launch on I think it's head Hobby or Get.io, but it was like a pre-trade, so no one can withdraw, no one can deposit. So the only way to buy Pi last time is just by trading it, but you cannot withdraw, you cannot deposit. I think it was on Hobby. I still remember like 3-4 years ago. That's why like when you see Matt chart, it was like 4 years ago, but right now it's below 1 from 200. Is it Matt from 200, right? From $200 and one.
If it's from 100 or 200.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
It
call it
was
rock pull.
from 127, and that was 17th of Feb.
The start of the week, it was the week opened at 125.
129 was the high, pretty much.
Is it not a good thing?
Everyone is selling the airdrops right now, so we never know. Just give it a try and see, because the airdrop has been going like 4-5 years. Everyone is mining from the phone, and then so what they mine, they sell it right now. Okay, just give it a try. So if it can bounce, let's see. But right now, I don't know, guys. I can't say anything about this thing right now.
Thank you very much, Jay.
It could be worth stabbing a couple bucks into this thing, see where it goes.
But to me, I think that's the thing as well. Like I said, the concept, but we need to realize, even though it's recently been listed on CoinW and everything, it's actually been around since 2018. The whole concept was based on the fact that of the crypto mining, it took quite a lot, especially POW mining, it took quite a lot of energy, and then that's why they moved to mobile phones. But since 2018, we need to look at the developments in not only the crypto mining, but also the developments of how many other coins and tokens can actually perform the same kind of duty without the restrictions. So I think, yes, especially when it is newly listed, we saw last week it did have a gap higher, and that was because there was more hype, and then we see that sell-off. So those that were probably invested before now see it as an opportunity to, once again, you want to buy low, sell high, and that's why we get that drainage of liquidity, and now we really, really get that sell-off. So as Jay and Matt said, I'm not bullish, Pa. I do think that, yes, the concept originally may have been good, but we've got so many developments in technology, in innovation. So I think we need to also be vigilant about that. Maybe it's going to have a rebound. We do see a lot of these technologies or these blockchains actually having new developments, which are actually boosting sentiment, but I'm not seeing that right now.
Thank you very much, Sammy. But with that, Boris, do you have anything else to add?
I don't know. I think it's a good buying opportunity if it's down 99% today. Maybe just treat it more of a gamble. Maybe don't risk too much, but I don't know. Maybe I think I'll buy it. I'm investing millions of dollars into this project actually.
I can see all of your faces. And okay, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So, is there anything that you guys want to add for today's session?
Bye.
And not that
trade,
quick.
trade and invest safely. Don't go all in.
Oh, the
Stack
one
pies.
sentence.
Yes.
The one sentence that you guys always say, it's not financial advice.
Yeah, because I'm not qualified to give financial advice. So
I don't do
don't
that.
listen to anything I say.
We don't do that actually. We don't do that. I mean,
Yeah,
there was
so-
like a YouTuber shit something like, nope, financial advice. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. Just
You know what?
Ah.
Given prior experience, the thing is, and I've always stuck to this. If your trades go well, everyone's like, "Oh, yay!" As soon as your
Yeah.
trades go badly, people will be like, "But they gave me financial advice." No.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what I've studied. I'll tell you my recommendations or advice in terms of what to look out for. But no, I'm not a fortune teller. So
that's a good, yeah.
go one time me. But for me, guys, be diligent. Just be diligent. Don't be scared. Be
Yeah.
diligent. We are still on the bull market, so don't be scared. Buy spot. Be diligent. That's it.
Okay. So, Boris or Matt, do you want to add anything? And then I'll just close the space. So,
No, I think-
yeah.
That's enough. What I said.
Okay.
What I wanted to say.
So, thank you very much for all of our guests. So, that brings us to the end of today's live stream. So, a huge thank you to our amazing guests. So, Jay, Tammy, Matt, Boris, for sharing their valuable insights, and to everyone who tuned in and participated. With the market heating up, discussions like these are more important than ever. I don't know about others, but I have learned a lot. So thank you very much for entertaining my questions. So be sure to follow CoinW and our guest for more updates and expert analysis on crypto trends. So stay informed, stay sharp, and keep an eye on the opportunity ahead. So before I were to close off, please do go check out Pi Tokens campaign for ways to win. So yeah, thank you very much. So thank you all once again. Trade smart, stay safe, be diligent, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thank you
See
very
you
much.
thank you for hosting.
Cheers.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.